Broadcasting live from the ESPN Radio Winchester studios, diving headfirst into Florida's finest brand of nonsense. It's time for What the Florida Friday on Franklin County's favorite morning show. The starting lineup, fueled by Loco Coffee. And now for your hosts, Joe Abraham and Chewy.
And good morning, and welcome into the starting lineup, ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester. On a What the Florida Friday, July 3rd edition. I am Joe Abraham. He is Chewy. And later today, we will be joined by Sammy D. Chewy, I think my TV went out.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I tried to hit the power button. It didn't come on.
That was fast.
I know it. Well, I had been concerned about that TV. It's aging. But, you know, to go out right before the 4th of July,
I know,
it's tough.
It's a communist computer.
It is.
Or TV.
It's exactly what it is. It went back to 1776. Tomorrow is the 4th of July. America's 250th birthday. Happy birthday, America.
Happy birthday, America. Don't do anything weird. That's 250 years. That's pretty cool.
Don't do anything weird. So that's how we're going to start the show. Because, I know, to that point, so the World Cup, right, is going on right now in America.
Yeah.
Right now in the United States. Which means we have visitors from all over creation everywhere. From all corners of the world. We have people, and you know what they've been, they come to America. This is Coming to America, 4th of July edition. They come to America and they think to themselves, wow, these portion sizes are great. Wow, Americans are really actually kind of nice. Wow, did you see those two people? They climbed to the top of the Empire State Building. That was iconic. They got some really cool things going on here in America. They spend the last couple of weeks thinking, you know what? Americans aren't that bad. And then tomorrow's going to happen. Right now, they like us. You like me. You really like me. They respect us. They're enjoying they're enjoying our stadiums.
Yeah.
Hospitality.
Free refills.
Free refills, the soccer atmosphere.
Daisy Dukes and apple pie and baseball, you name it.
Trump has been, what's Trump been up to lately?
I don't know.
He hasn't been, he did like bomb Iran on the day, I don't know. I think Iran was playing in a game and we were like bombing Iran at the same time.
I've stopped paying attention to Twitter, and since then, like the Trump,
Your life's got-
it's gotten like first off, net positive.
Yes.
Since I've been away from Twitter. Secondly, I haven't heard high nor hair of anything that the Trump administration has done since I've been off of that platform.
I would recommend, the only thing that you need for social media, keep your Facebook page. Don't go on your Facebook page. Don't post pictures of your meals and all your stuff. You don't need to do anything on Facebook. You just need to go and use your Facebook to access the ESPN Radio Winchester Facebook page.
There you go.
That way you can stay in the know with all things Franklin County. And you can also watch the show on the FMO Facebook feed. That's the only thing you really need Facebook for, Chewy, or any social media, in that case.
That's a good point.
I would highly recommend it. Your life will get better. That itchy feeling that you always have, like I have right now, it'll get better. You stop itching as much. No, tomorrow's going to happen, and all of these people, they're going to find out.
They're going to see the other side of that coin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That this country is not just a nation. Chewy, it is disorderly conduct with fireworks. That's what we are.
I genuinely, now that you're talking about it, I cannot wait to see what the tourists say about the 4th of July celebrations.
Yeah, because nothing says "Welcome to America" like a Belgian soccer fan waking up at 7:30 to some guy named Randy blowing up mortars in the backyard.
I'm all about it.
In his cargo shorts.
You want to enjoy the free refills? Look, this is how we celebrate all that.
In his cargo shorts and his Hey-Dudes. And a sleeveless Dale Earnhardt shirt. Welcome to America!
It's Joe Abraham's dream right there.
Oh, man. Raise hell, praise Dale. Yeah, so this morning I do want to ask the question, what must it be like to visit America for the very first time? For something totally and completely European, or at least foreign to us. You're here for something dignified. And right smack in the middle of it is the 4th of July.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you think the British fans feel a little weird about it?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like, could you imagine being a British person and then, like, you're, like, in New York City and they do the fireworks out there, which I'm sure there's 1,000 different ones, but could you imagine?
Yeah, so in New York, fireworks are, like, illegal generally.
Oh.
Across the whole state.
The whole state?
Yeah, so
oh yeah.
This is the problem, is that you have people in the city. There's so many people in the city, and they're deciding the laws and rules and regulations for the whole rest of the state. So you can go out into rural. Where I grew up in Western New York, it was like Huntland and Belvedere and all these rural farm areas. It was like that. Mm-hmm. Like it's very much similar. We had lakes, the Finger Lakes and stuff like that. It was very rural. And you got the people in the city making the decisions on how the whole state is run. They can't stand it up there. I would love it though. Because I mean again, like some British guys just hanging out, sleeping at 7:30 in the morning. Boom! What was that? It's America.
It's freedom knocking on your door, brother.
Freedom knocking. Yeah. I mean, just imagine going outside. You see all the like American flags flying, Eagle stickers and Yeti coolers, smokers going, grills going. After Randy tests his morning mortar, he goes and he grills enough meat to feed a whole platoon of Marines. I mean, it is pretty much the greatest holiday. I mean, it's at least up there with like, I don't know, Kwanzaa or something. It's up there pretty high.
I agree. The atmosphere it invites, like it's real. I don't know if it is unique, but like the backyard with the grill, the M80s, the bottle rockets, the Coke,
Nothing says America
Coca-Cola,
like blowing stuff up in Coca-Cola.
Yeah. I mean, I'm telling, like, there's hopefully like one of your homies' dads had a pool, so you'd go to that house,
Yeah.
So you're like hyped up on Kool-Aid and goldfish.
I wonder what kind of weird things. You know how like holidays there's more calls for this to the cops, or you sell more of this. Like certain things spike here and there.
Yeah.
I wonder what some of the weird things are for 4th of July that maybe we don't even know about.
I'm gonna say ER visits.
Yeah, that's definitely a spike right there.
Hand and ear injury.
I bet the drug market is really.
It either goes like way down or way up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like, hey, hold on, we're taking a break.
Hey, speaking of which, any idea how many hot dogs are consumed?
Oh.
How many glizzies are gobbled on the 4th of July?
All right, let's think about this.
Are you a hot dog guy? Because
No,
you're picky about your food. I know that.
Yeah, I'm not a hot dog guy.
What do you dive into when it comes to 4th of July?
Chips and beer.
Chips and beer.
I mean, I'm a man of simple but refined tastes.
Yes.
Okay.
Not chips like the limeys eat. Chips like potato chips.
Yeah, like actual chips.
They call fries chips.
See, that's why they needed to come over here and get a good education about what real food was.
That's why we beat them in a Revolutionary War.
Biscuit, son, that's a cookie. But I don't know. I'm really interested in this hot dog thing, though. Like, that's actually a really good question. Do you think that's in the millions or the billions?
Probably not the billions. I don't know.
I have a guess then.
Maybe 1 billion. That would be 3 to every American.
That actually sounds about right.
That's about right.
I want to say at least like 150 million hot dogs.
It's a good thing that they're not made of real meat. We would run out of animals.
Yeah, we would run out of animals.
It's like 80% horse, I think. I don't know. What are hot dogs even made of? Has anybody figured that out yet?
Do you want to know?
Slurry? Is that a meat?
Did you watch the How It's Made episode on it?
No.
Dude, that thing, I remember watching that as a kid.
Yeah.
I was just like, wow.
I saw the pink slurry,
Yeah.
like just a shot of it, and I was like, no, I'm not watching this. It'll ruin it forever for me.
Can I tell you what bothered me was they had these industrial bags of salt, and it looked like horse feed bag, or dog food bag basically. And they put it up on the side, and then they'd slit its throat, and then pour all of the salt into one container. And I was like, oh my God, that's the most amount of salt I've ever seen. You know what I mean? Where I was like, wow, I'm not putting that in my body anymore.
I'll eat like 7. I will be picking up my next one before I'm finished with my first one. From a beer standpoint, is there like a beer does it have to be like Bud or Bud Light?
No, I'm pretty I have preferences, but
there's not like an American beer though. There's not like a 4th of July beer though.
No, I mean I guess it used to be Bud Light, but
as long as you're not drinking White Claw.
Yeah, no, I can't stand the seltzer stuff. I'm just not about it. Lambo jumped in saying, "This is my first year in a while. I'm not working in the food truck. Backyard cookout is our plan. I'm gonna miss that money. It's a good money day for a food truck, but excited to have some quality family fun, burgers and glizzies on the Weber." And then Archie Schrader jumped in saying, "Chips are bad for your organs." Very much.
Yeah, you're all worried about the salt that's in hot dogs,
and I'm over here scarfing down some Lay's.
What kind of chips do you eat?
I eat most chips, but I really like
all of them.
Yeah, I like
not picky.
I like barbecue.
Yeah, ooh, that's a good one. All right. Well, we continue on.
It was a wild first segment.
We're just getting started. Speaking of gobbling glizzies, tomorrow is one of the greatest and most disgusting events in all of American history. We'll talk about it on the other side. We are off and running on a American 250 edition of the starting lineup. This is ESPN Radio 1340, 1069 WCDT Winchester.
For over 10 years, EC Design and Print has provided print marketing solutions for Southern Middle Tennessee, and their customer satisfaction speaks for itself. Just check out their Google reviews. The words clients use consistently to describe EC is that they're different, unique, and fun to work with, whether from a long-time or a first-time customer. EC Design takes pride in how they handle any project, no matter how simple or complicated it might be. So make your next print project easy with EC Design and Print on North Jackson Street in Tullahoma.
Shelby, previously on the Paul Feinbaum Show.
You know what, Chris? Let me tell you something. Why don't you go catch your breath before commenting on somebody else's? And Hacksaw Tuscaloosa Jim Duggan. You shut up, because I could strike you out blindfolded, pitching underhand with both arms tied behind my back.
Okay, why don't we take a break? I'm pretty exhausted.
The Paul Feinbaum Show, weekdays at 3 Eastern on the ESPN app and on the SEC Network.
Now, here's your ESPN Radio Winchester weather forecast. Brought to you by our official Smile partner, Dr. Garrett Orr and Winchester Family Dentistry.
We've got a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms headed your way this afternoon. Otherwise, mostly sunny with a high of 96 degrees
and our heat index value is up to 108 degrees today. Get out there, but stay safe while you stay tuned to ESPN Radio Winchester 1340 1069.
At ESPN Radio Winchester, we're proud to welcome Winchester Family Dentistry and Dr. Garrett Orr as our official smile partner. From routine cleanings and family dental care to helping you feel confident about your smile, Winchester Family Dentistry is committed to caring for patients with comfort, professionalism, and a hometown touch. Whether you're due for a checkup or looking for a dental team you can trust, call Dr. Garrett Orr and Winchester Family Dentistry, proud smile partner of ESPN Radio Winchester.
We had a plan, and then the microphones came on. You're listening to the starting lineup on ESPN Radio 1340 1069, WCDT Winchester.
Back here on the starting lineup, ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester. Joe Abraham alongside Chewy this morning. Dang it! I missed. Check us out on the FMO Facebook feed. Head on over to Facebook.com/ESPN Winchester. And you can watch us on the show from in the studio. You can see the actual, well, Chewy's in his cave. He got his lights off. He's going to turn around and turn them on here in a second. No, it actually, it's fine. The camera, it really doesn't make any difference. It just lights up behind you.
Mm-hmm.
You're bright enough. You can turn it off if you want. He likes it in his dark little hole.
Yeah, so Lambo jumped in saying in his house it's either Nathan's or Hebrew Nationals all beef Franks, and it has to be Modelo for his beer. I was going to ask you the same question. What hot dog do you frequent? I figured you for a ballpark kind of guy.
You know, I don't know if I really have a preference.
You don't even care.
I don't, yeah. And there are like a couple of different types of beer. If I'm going to drink beer, I don't drink beer often. I don't drink often, period. Messes with your gains, Chewy.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Must be why I'm not buff.
But, like, I like Dos Equis. Dos
Equis is good.
I don't have a problem with, like, Bud Light, Coors Light. I'm not, like, picky in that way. Some people, they've got, like, I will only drink Bud Light.
Yeah. Stella Artois is my favorite.
I like Stella. Yeah.
Like if I could, that would be the only thing I'd drink.
Yeah. Okay.
But I don't drink it all. I don't drink it often. You know?
Don't drink a whole lot.
I'm getting to the point now where like 3 beers is starting to affect me the same way 12 used to, you know?
I'm still hung up on this, you know, tomorrow these Europeans every ounce of I don't want to call it respect. I don't know if it's respect. Respect is too strong a word. Appreciation for our lifestyle. Every ounce of it, I feel, might go out the window tomorrow. And not just because of Randy and his, you know, Mortars and Dale Earnhardt shirt and all the glizzies that Randy is going to be eating. But at some point in time, as Americans, we came up with this thing that was a hold my beer moment. Hold my beer and give me that hot dog. Give me that glizzy. This is what we as Americans are left with, Chewy, when nobody in the room stands up and puts their foot down, puts a stop to something, okay? Can we all agree that tomorrow, on the 4th of July, while families are getting together and the grills are grilling and the hamburgers are just the smell of it, right? We're celebrating America, 250 years. Hey, it's a big one. Could be one of our last. Just saying. Turning on ESPN, or maybe we're watching trying to watch some of the World Cup coverage, flipping around, and you accidentally flip over to the ESPN, the 4-letter network, to catch grown men inhaling 70 hot dogs.
Legend.
See? That's part of the problem. You, my friend, are part of the problem.
Yes.
Not everything, yes. Not everything that can be done should be done. Because, and I started the segment by saying this. This is like the exact representation of a hold my beer moment. At some point, this is how the 4th of July glizzy gobbling competition got started. At some point in time, we'll say in 1994, because that's when all the weird stuff kind of, I think, started happening, mid-90s, where we started getting away from like the peak of civilization, and we were teetering on the edge right up until 2000. I think the world maybe did end in
Y2K?
2000. Yeah, the whole Y2K. I think it maybe did end.
That was a big reset.
Yeah. But at some point in time, we'll say in the early 90s, mid to early 90s, some guy, Randy's uncle Bill, was at a 4th of July party, and he looked at a hot dog, and you know what he said to himself? He said, I wonder how many of these things I can eat. And he turned to Randy's father. Bill turned to Randy's father, Greg, and he said, hold my beer. And Bill didn't stop at 10. He didn't stop at 15. He got up to probably like 19 or 20 glizzies. And that was the day that it started. How many glizzies can I gobble on the 4th of July? I like hot dogs, despite the fact that every time you eat one, it takes 10 minutes off of your life. That is an actual scientific fact.
What?
Yeah. A few years ago, I saw a thing that it like talked about all the most unhealthy foods or most unhealthy things that you can do.
Oh,
It
dang.
said every time you eat a hot dog, it takes 10 minutes off your life.
Oh, my
Every
God.
hot dog. Anyway, I like a hot dog, despite that fact. And I'll eat 2, 3, maybe even 4. I mean, I can hammer some hot dog. If I'm not eating, see, here's the thing. I'll eat a burger and a hot dog. And then if there's leftover hot dogs, I'll clean those up too. I am the human trash can at my house. Well, me and Crosby. He and I are pretty like lockstep.
Just burning through some hot dogs, dog.
But if I go over 2, if I hit 3, I'm feeling bad about myself. If I hit 4, I'm questioning my life choices.
Now, when you say you feel bad about yourself, do you mean like physically you feel ill, or you feel like, are you like, oh dang, I shouldn't have done that? Even though it was
dang,
good?
I shouldn't have done.
Okay.
That's one too many.
Yeah. And
Now,
so,
if
so you feel fine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now if I hit 4, now I'm like, I have a problem.
I hope no one's watching.
Yeah. And I do. After so you can take 2 hot dogs. You can eat 2 hot dogs and get away with it, and nobody will think twice. You reach for that third one, now people are like, This guy's.
You like hot dogs, huh?
Yeah.
You can be one of these dudes.
Now consider eating 70. I'm questioning my humanity at 4.
70 dogs.
Can you imagine walking into the kitchen and saying to Tori, "Hey, love, I'm feeling hungry. I'm a little hungry." "Sure, babe. What do you want?" "I'm thinking 36 pounds of mystery meat." "I'm thinking an entire, like, small human child of mystery meat."
Mystery meat.
How does your body process something that has already been processed so much?
And the amount of sodium, like, how do you not die? Like, I would think that'd kill you. Like, that's incredible. And also, have you watched these speed eaters eat hot dogs?
Yes.
Okay, imagine, like you said, you run into somebody in the kitchen practicing eating hot dogs. Do you know what I mean? First off, practicing eating is a wild statement. But the way they do that, it's the most grotesque and upsetting thing that you could do. And I mean, they do that at home.
I wonder for them how it, like, comes out in the long run, if that makes sense. Like,
oh, I definitely want to know.
Because, like, do you have to get a special toilet or something like that? Or, like, how does that even work? And 2, I don't digest corn. You know, is that a thing with other people? Like, it's corn is little kernels.
We know it's not going to be out there for the 4th of July.
Oh, I love some corn on a cob. I love corn on a cob. But where in the world, how does 70 hot dogs look coming out?
Yeah.
Probably the same way going in. I mean, not to get grotesque about the whole thing.
Oh, dear.
But somebody, is there a like a humanities version of HR that we can call, that we can just, like, report this whole event?
Oh, my gosh.
What are we doing?
Have you watched them, though? They get intense.
Yes.
The drama is intense.
No, they take the whole hot dog, bun and all, and they shove it in a giant cup of water, and then they, like, squeeze the bread down and all the things. I can't think that tastes good.
No.
And then the hot dogs. Here's the other thing about the hot dogs. How do you cook that many hot dogs? Because there's a whole panel of people. There's probably like 10 people up there, right? And they're all eating like at least 40. So now you're looking at 400. Plus these overachievers that are eating like 50,
60, 70.
60, 70. So you're looking at 600 or 700 hot dogs maybe.
And buns, which don't come in the same amounts.
Right. How many leftover buns you got?
All right, you got a little too many leftovers.
No, so you're mowing through. How and when are these hot dogs cooked, and why do they all look? They don't look cooked.
No, I wonder if they are just the raw hot dogs that they just put them in buns.
I personally, I don't like my hot dog to be undercooked. I don't like it to be burnt and charred on the outside, but I do like it to have grill marks. I do like it to have like a little bubbly here and there. But it doesn't need to be like char-broiled. And then what does the winner get, Chewy? What do you get for winning? You get the great mustard belt, which nobody has any mustard on any of the hot dogs.
Okay. Is that really what the award is? That's a kind of lame award.
Yeah, their award is like this right here. It's like this is my award. I ate more hot dogs than everybody else.
I harmed my body more significantly than every other competitor.
Yeah. Are you okay? Because this doesn't seem like an eating competition. It seems more like a hostage situation.
Just self-harm.
I feel bad for that many hot dogs. All right, we'll be back on the other side. ESPN Radio Winchester.
Every child deserves a safe place to grow. When substance misuse enters a home, children can face neglect and lasting trauma. The Drug Endangered Children's Initiative in Franklin County brings together schools, first responders, and community partners to identify risks early and protect our most vulnerable. It's not about blame, it's about protection. And when we stand up for our children, we are stronger together. Learn more at fcpctn.org/DEC. This project is funded under a grant contract with the State of Tennessee Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services.
Before the fireworks light up the sky, there's a part of the 4th of July we all know well. Getting the food ready, setting out the chairs, chasing the kids, and trying to beat that Tennessee heat. As America celebrates 250 years, Danley Heating and Air hopes your holiday is filled with laughter, family, and a few moments to sit back and enjoy it all. From Danley Heating and Air, have a safe, cool, and happy 4th of July.
It's time for a local news break from the 931 Go News Center.
Franklin County Solid Waste Management is reminding residents of adjusted holiday hours for the Independence Day weekend. The Solid Waste Management Office, the MRF Recycling Center at 419 Joyce Lane, and all county convenience centers will be closed on Saturday, July 4th, in observance of Independence Day. Convenience centers will operate under their normal schedule on Friday, July 3rd, while the convenience center portion of the Joyce Lane facility will be open from 8 a.m. until 4:20 p.m. The administrative offices at the Joyce Lane location will be closed on Friday, July 3rd. Meanwhile, Franklin County 4-H is encouraging local students to take advantage of 2 upcoming opportunities to develop leadership and life skills. The organization is currently forming a Grill Master Challenge team and is seeking 4 high school students in grades 9 through 12 to compete. Team members will each prepare one of 4 meat categories: beef, lamb, poultry, or pork, and will be judged on grilling technique, taste, presentation, and food safety. The competition is scheduled for September 10th, and interested students should contact Hunter Isbell as soon as possible. Franklin County 4-H is also recruiting participants for its Consumer Decision-Making Contest, which is open to students in grades 4 through 12. The contest teaches youth to evaluate products, compare options, make informed consumer decisions, and defend those decisions through oral presentations while working as part of a team. The regional competition is scheduled for Monday, August 17th. Practice dates and times will be determined based on participant availability, and there is no cost to participate. Space is limited, and families interested in either program are encouraged to contact Hunter Isbell through the Franklin County UT Extension Office for additional information. For details on these stories and more, visit 931go.com. Stay informed and stay connected to your community with ESPN Radio Winchester.
Joe had to mix up some more pre-workout, but he's ready to go another round. Back to the starting lineup. This is ESPN Radio Winchester.
Back here on the starting lineup, ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester. High class radio this morning. Some folks jumping in on the chat. Lambo says, Stella's good, Bud, Coors, Miller, all garbage, pea water. I also like Guinness every once in a while. That'll put some hair on your chest. I don't drink a whole lot of beer. I prefer whiskey. Give me a good old-fashioned in the summer, a Paloma. I thought a Paloma was like a Paloma virus. Is that not the same thing? Great tequila cocktail. Brian G says, corn is your friend that leaves you with no help. I don't know what that means, but it's funny. All right, before we go out to Poultry, Electric, and Pro Hardware, I do want to wrap this up by saying, this is America, okay? Greatest country on earth. 250 years in the making, my friends. We invented the airplane, the internet, modern medicine. We faked the moon landing. And tomorrow, the whole... What? Don't glare at me like that. And tomorrow, the whole country is going to gather around their television as everybody else in the world is watching World Cup soccer. And we are going to watch some dude eat enough hot dogs to feed an entire Major League Baseball team. One guy.
That's a really shocking but like accurate way to put that. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Imagine explaining that to George Washington.
Oh.
Hey, in 250 years, this country's going to be great, okay? We're going to be celebrating your birthday, the country's birthday, and you should see this guy gobble some glizzies. America. We fought the British for this.
Speaking of which, are we playing the British on the 4th of July? Did that end up working out?
No.
Oh.
No.
That's disappointing, dog.
Yeah. It didn't work out. It wasn't meant to be.
What happened? Did the British mess it up? I
No,
thought we were winning.
They're still in it. It's just the way that the bracket all fell into place.
Well, they make up special rules for the middle of the game. Why can't they make up special rules for a new game?
You should just play them.
Just because. The American team just rolls up to wherever the British is and just like, us, right here, right now.
Just be like, hey, I know a field that we can play on in like Pennsylvania, central Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Go meet. Here's the address. It's called Gettysburg.
Meet us in the harbor.
Yeah.
Going to Boston.
We got some fields we can play in.
Yeah, I would
covered in the blood of our great American service members. Could you imagine showing up and there was like a stadium at Gettysburg?
That'd be a wild, like, that would be insane.
That would be the most, I think that would be the most intimidating place. We would win the World Cup at that point.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, like, I think they should play it on a battleship. You know, like, put the turf, make a battleship turf, and then play on a battleship in the Boston Harbor.
We'd show up and we'd kick the smoke out of the like England at Gettysburg or at one of these other. I know Gettysburg is Civil War, but that's the only like field that I can think of. Where did we fight the British? We either way, we'd kick the crap out of them at Gettysburg Stadium, and our guys would be about to like walk off the field, and like the Native American soccer team would show up, and they'd be like, "Okay, time for some payback."
Then they challenge the soccer guys to lacrosse. Yeah. And then it just keeps going. I think that'd be fun.
Anyway, all right, we digress. Let's go out to Poultry Electric and see what those guys are up to today. Oh, man. I am absolutely exhausted this morning. I may at some point tell you what I got into yesterday. It included cutting grass at like 60 properties. Don't even ask me how I got there. I won't tell you. I won't, but I probably will. What is the most of anything that you've ever eaten? For me, I would say like pizza. Like hammering an entire pizza. Or chicken wings. I can eat a lot of chicken wings. I don't know how many hot dogs I could eat. That might be something we need to do.
No problem.
You know, if I was doing it for a cause, I bet I could eat a lot of hot dogs.
I wonder if Jeff could.
I bet Jeff could eat a good bit of hot dogs. Probably not 70, but I bet he could eat some hot dogs.
Oh, can you imagine eating 70 hot dogs?
Yeah, no. We've been talking about it.
And it's like what, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or I don't know. It's something like that, isn't it?
Yeah, to talk about the meat sweats. that would make me uncomfortable the whole rest of the weekend. That would ruin my 4th of July weekend. But if I needed to grill out this weekend, like a lot of people do, and I was out of like pellets and all the grill things, I could probably head on over to Poultry Electric.
You could. And speaking of grilling and speaking of that, the gas bottle, if you're listening to WCDT, ESPN Radio this morning, we always keep a grill bottle of gas. How do you say it properly now? Because there's all kinds of different kinds of gas bottles, but the 20-pound cylinder is a grill gas bottle that's with Everpropane gas grill, and it's a 20-pound cylinder. Where can you get the radio special? You don't have to say WCDT. You don't have to say ESPN. you used to could say Dumb and Dumber special, and everyone knew that was a radio special. But now, Ricky, we don't hear from Ricky much anymore. So I guess the Dumb and Dumber special would still get it done. The boys are still going to remember it, you know. So, but you have to mention radio special, and we all know the AM station is 1340, right?
Yeah.
So it's $13.40 out the door. That's tax including everything. Anytime you need it. And yesterday, people prepared. They're getting off work yesterday, having a long weekend. We probably filled. Let's just say, so I don't tell a field or a lie, let's say 70 to 100 grill bottles yesterday.
Wow.
I mean, yesterday was a grill bottle day. And can you believe out of all those bottles we filled, we only had a handful say, I want the radio special.
Ah.
You know, so, but there's days that if we fill 20 grill bottles that day, 15 of them said, I want the radio special. They know it, you know.
Yeah, we haven't been talking about it a whole lot lately.
We haven't. So that's the reason I thought this morning we're going to advertise it, and we need to speak. You know, we need to mention that every time, and it's your and our fault. You know.
You know what is amazing
for
to me,
not
though?
saying that.
Yeah. Well, it is. We need to remind people, but especially in these summer months. But what's amazing to me is how long have you guys been doing that special?
We've been doing it special for years. I mean, for years.
And when you consider the fact that, like, inflation, you can't buy, like, anything for the same price as you could years ago. Inflation has gone absolutely through the roof. And the fact that you guys are still doing that $13.40 special out the door is – I'm gonna have to check your mental health, my friend.
Well, it's, you know, there's certain things in the store that you literally sell below cost or at cost, and you use it for your advertising, you use it for your calling cards, you know. You know, we have a 5-gallon bucket out here that we sell for like $4. Do you know that bucket cost us nearly $5? So hit us on the head with a hammer. But here's the thing. It has Poultry Electric Pro Hardware. It has our logo on the 5-gallon bucket. It has our phone number. It has the American flag. You know, and advertising is expensive, right?
Yeah.
But everyone's got the bucket. I can just mental picture here. Driving down my driveway, we have a 5-gallon bucket sitting over by the water hydrant. And I keep it full for the outside dog, and the outside dog goes and drinks out of it all the time. But as soon as you pull down my driveway, you see the Poultry Electric logo. You know, so how many more people at their house or driveway or whatever has that bucket sitting there with the Poultry Electric logo?
Yeah.
So you know, you do lose. I am losing let's just say $1. I'm losing $1 every time I sell a bucket, but we're using it as an advertising deal. So the 20-pound gas bottle cylinder radio special, $13.40 including tax, is one of those same deals. You know, it's an advertising deal. We write it off as advertising. We get some money back. I promise you, we're not making any money at $13.40.
Right.
Yeah. So by the time we pay the tax out of it and do this, you know, we've probably lost money. You know.
Well. But to that
point, if I advertise, it costs me to advertise, you know.
Right. And to that point, like you said, you get them over there to the store, and once they go in the door, I mean, goodness gracious, the selection over there, and two, we talked over and over again about the appliance showroom in the back and all the other things, but it's an eye-opening experience. That's what got me. The first time I walked through the door, I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, it is. It's different. It's a different store. I don't know how to name our store. All I can say is our store is different. You know, we get people that walk in all the time and they say, I bet y'all got this because y'all got everything. And I've been to brand X, I've been to brand X2, I've been to brand X3. They've stopped at 5 places and they didn't have the whatchamacallit that they needed, you know, and then they come here and then we got the whatchamacallit. And then, of course, I get to throw in there, well, you would have saved yourself 2 hours and $10 worth of gas if you would have just stopped here first.
Yep.
You know? And I say it in a laughing way, and sometimes I don't. You gotta know the person, you know. If you say it to the wrong person, then they think you're a smart aleck, you know. But if you say it right and it's the right person, then you get a big laugh out of it, and you make a customer friend for the rest of your life, you know.
Yeah.
So, and then, you know, I got my feelings hurt about 6 months ago. We had a lady come in the store, we had a husband come in the store, and she said, I got to get my wife back here. And she come in, and we waited on her and got what she needed, and then I see her somewhere else, and she says, Jeff, y'all are just not women friendly. She said, y'all need to be women friendly. So it hurt my feelings a little bit, and I've been trying to think, you know, that was somebody telling you need to be more women friendly.
Yeah.
Well, how do we make the store more women friendly?
Yellow paint.
I don't know. I'm good. I'm having a hard time. I'm being bad at that, you know.
Flowers.
So I guess I don't know. Even Christy, you know, Christy's the only lady here, you know, and she says, Jeff, we're not very women friendly, so don't get your feelings hurt.
Yeah.
I said, well, Christy, you're here. Make it women friendly, you know.
Well, but I think that's okay. I mean, your prime demographic is men, you know, so you don't want to get away. That's like, you remember that time Bud Light tried to do the thing with the cans, and that, you know, you don't want to ruin a good thing.
I know, and I say that not in the we still have a bunch of ladies that come in the store,
right?
You know, and we try to make the women feel as friendly as we can, you know. But I guess it's hardware. I don't know if a woman can get happy in a hardware tool store, you know, electrical and plumbing.
Well,
you know?
Regardless of whether they're happy or not when they walk in and how pretty the place looks, they'll be happy by the time they get done with their project, because you guys will have what they need.
That's right. You come in with your project, especially today. I had a contractor walk in this morning. There's not many contractors working today, but this one right here had to get something done, and he said by 10:30, 11 o'clock he's going home for the weekend too. But he said, hey, y'all the only store open today. And
yeah.
I thought, oh, really? And so we are here today. If it gets really slow this evening, I'm not going to lie to you, we may slip out an hour early today. The boys is ready to go home right now. I got one fussing at me because we're open today, and July the 4th falls on Saturday, so they think, you know. Anyways, we're here today. Adam's got some appliances on sale back here. He's got a Speed Queen set back here that we have one left of. It's out of the box. It's a 5 Series washer and dryer. It's not the TC. It's a TR, which has the lid lock. Everybody's really loves the TC that doesn't have the lid lock on it, but this is a TR series that he's got the washer and dryer on sale for $2,200 for the pair. That's a couple $100 off if you bought the pair, but it's the only pair we have here, and it's out of the box. It's on display, but it's brand new. It's never been plugged in. It's never been used. He's trying to make room for some new ones we got coming in. So he's got some excellent prices on refrigerators and freezers and things like that. So come in and see Adam for all your appliance needs. Come in and see us for your electrical and plumbing needs. We got 3 off today. So we're going to be about half loaded today, and then I'm going to let some off on Monday also. So come and see us, Poacher Electric Pro Hardware, 1991 Sharp Springs Road, 967-7351. And last but not least, where can they get their grill bottle, because they're going to be cooking for the weekend?
Don't run out of propane.
Don't run out of propane. And what can they get that propane 20-pound cylinder for their gas grill? How much is it out the door?
It's $13.40 over there at Poultry Electric and Pro Hardware.
How do they get that $13.40 price? What do they have to do?
Well, you can tell them you want the radio special.
That's right. It's as simple as that. Just
in
say
any
radio
kind of way.
special.
In any kind of way.
Any kind of way. You can refer to, you heard Dumb and Dumber this morning.
Yeah.
And we'll all know that was a radio special. You could say, I want the ESPN special. I want the whatever. Just refer to the radio and ask for it as you're paying for it, you know. So come and see us here at Poacher Electric. We'll be here. We might leave an hour early if we're not busy. If we're busy, we'll stay to 6 or 7 tonight. So come and see us.
All right, brother. Have fun filling up propane tanks.
There you go. Have a happy 4th.
You too. That is Jeff over at Poultry Electric and Pro Hardware. Again, $13.40. Period. End of story. Let's hit the break. It is ESPN Radio 1340-1069 WCDT Winchester.
if your life depended on the mission succeeding, what would you care about? Would you care about the demographics of the crew? The moon does not care about your politics, doesn't care about your hashtags. It does not care about where you lie on social media arguments. It doesn't care whether you're male or female or black or white or rich or poor or conservative or liberal or religious or atheist or anything else, because reality does not negotiate. It just is. You can disagree with the facts, but they don't care about your feelings. It is a starting lineup. Thank you for tuning in. This is ESPN Radio Winchester.
Never changed in Winchester, Tennessee. Hall Furniture has been there through it all. 3 generations, decades of trust, and the commitment to quality, value, and service that still comes first today. As we celebrate over 75 years in business, we want to say thank you to our loyal customers, our community, and to everyone who has made Hall Furniture a Winchester tradition. Hall Furniture. Here's to another 75 years of helping you make a house feel like home.
Got a project to tackle or a party to plan? Skip the stress and rent it instead at Reliable Rental in Winchester. From tools and heavy-duty machines to chairs, tables, and event essentials, they've got what you need to get the job done right. Whether it's work or a weekend celebration, Reliable Rental makes it easy. Stop by 2433 Deckard Boulevard in Winchester or check out everything they offer online at reliablerentalfc.com. Reliable Rental. When you need it, they've got it.
We had a plan, and then the microphones came on. You're listening to the starting lineup on ESPN Radio 1340 1069, WCDT Winchester.
Back here on the starting lineup, ESPN Radio 1340 1069, WCDT Winchester. Joe Abraham and Chewy, and a broken TV, and another TV that we replaced it with, and anticipation for the glizzy gobbling event of 2026.
Also known as the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Better known as, maybe.
I forgot to look that up. How many hot dogs on the 4th of July? 150 million.
Wow.
You hit it right on the head.
Did I really?
Yeah.
Dang, dog.
Hold on. Let me read this. According to estimates from the National Hot Dog and Sausage Council.
What? The National Sausage and Hot Dog Council?
Americans typically consume around 150 million hot dogs on July 4th each year. That's a lot of hot dogs. Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
If you were to date somebody and you said, "Oh, where do you work?" and they said the National Hot Dog and Sausage Council. They added sausage later on.
Because it's a different thing. It's totally different.
Yeah. And then they started getting into the semantics of the casings and the slurry and the different benefits of hot dogs and sausages. Would you ask them for a second date?
Maybe, because I just want to see how weird they are. Like when we go out to a restaurant, like I want to know. It's like, well, I don't like to eat here. It's like, oh, where do you like to eat? And I'm like, I'll take you some way, and they just like pull out a hot dog from their pocket.
I can smell that person.
Exactly. Thank you.
I can smell, Jenny, who works at the National Hot Dog and Sausage Council.
That I guarantee every single person who does that, like their salt intake has, like they're all on cholesterol medicine. Their salt intake is probably through the roof. They like it just sort of that meat sweat smell, but meat sweats from hot dogs sounds grosser.
The meat sweats. I need to be careful to avoid the meat sweats tomorrow.
Yeah.
I need to be careful. All right. So I wanted to throw a shout out before we hit the top of the hour, and we do have to go out to Heath Automotive. We'll do that right at the top of hour number 2. But I needed to get this shout out there. So the quarterback club is trying to come up with a way to feed the boys the football team through camp. Normally, in the summer months, they would rely upon the cafeteria and the staff at the cafeteria and stuff like that to feed the guys during the summer month. They're doing the two-a-days and all the things, and they need snacks here and there and all that. And the cafeteria is like closed down while they're in camp. So you need to figure out how to basically feed the boys for a month. And John Davenport, who has a construction company, we got to get him in here. I know John. I've met John a couple of times. And when he saw that the Quarterback Club put out a request for people to help, so we got like bottles of water and drinks and other things. Like people started coming out of the woodworks to supply some stuff yesterday. Oh, where can we drop them off? I'm telling people, come drop it at the station. They can, there's a bunch of different ways you can get the team the food. John spoke to somebody with the Quarterback Club yesterday and just basically said, whatever we need, I'll cover it. He's just going to, whatever is left, like whatever hasn't already been covered essentially or doesn't get covered, he said, we'll get a trailer. We'll go up to Sam's Club or whatever. Hey, Rosie. And he's just going to cover it.
Wow.
Just whatever the boys need, he says.
That's incredible.
I wanted to shout him out. That is tremendous. Good job by him. And I think he won't want to, and he probably is embarrassed that I'm even talking about it. He may not want to come in and specifically talk about that, but I may show him some love and just say, hey, why don't you come on in and talk about the construction company? You did a good thing. I'm going to do a good thing for you.
Yeah.
Good job by him. Anyway, all right, top of the hour here. We'll be back with hour number 2 on the other side. It is a What the Florida Friday. Sammy D is going to be in studio with us. And yes, I have. I've gone and looked up. We're doing a throwback, Chewy. I've got, in hour number 2, I've got 3 real Florida Man 4th of July headlines and 3 fake Florida Man 4th of July headlines. And these, my friend, are not going to be easy.
All right.
They, the insanity of these, there's a lot, let's just say there's a lot of explosions.
Okay. I'm all about it.
All right, hour number 2 coming up on the other side. It is the starting lineup, ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester.
The starting lineup with Joe and Chewy is presented by Loco in Winchester. Right here in Winchester, Loco is doing things their own way. From locally roasted Loco coffee to a one-of-a-kind shop experience. It's a place that's built for the Franklin County community. So if you haven't stopped by yet, now's the time. Support local. Drink Loco coffee, fueling Franklin County mornings. Roasted right here in Franklin County. And don't forget to tune into the starting lineup, weekdays from 7 to 9.
No two patients are alike. High Point Health with Ascension St. Thomas delivers care centered around your health, your goals, your story, your recovery. From routine checkups to critical procedures, we use today's medical technology and advanced clinical practices to help you feel better, recover faster, and return home to the community you love. We don't just specialize in care, we specialize in you. Learn more at highpointhealthsystem.com.
This 4th of July, there will be plenty worth celebrating. Freedom, family, fireworks, and 250 years of America. But before the day gets going, there's a simple reminder from T.C. Simmons Insurance. Drive safe, grill safe, watch the weather, and keep an eye on the people around you. The best holiday is the one where everybody gets home safe. From T.C. Simmons Insurance, have a safe, smart, and happy 4th of July.
Shop. Is this Swap and Shop? Is this Swap and Shop? Hi, I'm calling for Swap and Shop. Swap and Shop? Swap and Shop? Swap and Shop? Swap and Shop. Wait, where's Swap and Shop.
That's right, Franklin County. Swap and Shop is back and better than ever. Call in just like you used to and head on over to 931go.com for your free online Swap and Shop listing.
Southern Middle Tennessee's sports leader, WCDT 1340 AM, W295 AV, 1069 FM. Broadcasting live from the ESPN Radio Winchester studio, it's the starting lineup. Now, here are your hosts, Joe Abraham and Chewy.
Hour number 2 on the starting lineup, ESPN Radio 1340, 1069 WCDT Winchester. I want to throw this out there for everybody to just be safe over the 4th of July weekend. If you're going out on the water, keep in mind that if you are drinking alcohol, you should not be operating the boat. It is basically drinking and driving. I would also like to remind people that you can tune in for the fireworks, the music. We're going to be playing the music like on location at the city park, but you can tune in to the music, which is synced up with the fireworks. You can pull that up on 1340 AM, 106.9 FM, and listen along with the fireworks. We'll be out there at the park tomorrow. Come say hi. I wonder if I can set up the tent like in the water. Just put the speakers and all the powered stuff out, in the grass area. But can I just set the tent up like in the water on the beach? It is going to be so flippant. What's the weather look like for this weekend, Chewy?
This weekend, it's equally as hot. Today is actually going to be really rainy, 60% chance of precipitation, high of 95. Heat index value today is at 106 degrees.
So as hot as the surface of the sun. You can just say as hot as the surface of the sun.
And the weekend is basically going to be exactly the same.
Okay.
Saturday, high of 93, heat index of 101. Sunday, more thunderstorms coming their way, high of 91. And then Monday, high of 90. So we're staying in the high 80s, mid 90s.
Yeah.
And then heat index for today and tomorrow are over 100 degrees.
So this is the global warming they were talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's finally arrived. We got it. Got it. For those, for all those wondering,
it's here.
Yeah, the hippies were right. Tree huggers were right. It's gotten a little bit warmer. No, I say that. Next thing you know, we're gonna enter another ice age. I saw this thing the other day that was like they talked about the cycles of the Earth and how it's gone through these like periods of
heating and cooling,
and it said something like the last something or another was it shifts every 10,000 years or something like that on average, and we're at like 11,500 years, and so it's about to, like, at any moment it could go, and I'm like, oh, that's reassuring. That makes me feel good.
Well, people don't even really realize how not long ago the Ice Age was.
Technically, aren't we still in an ice age?
From from like a planetary standpoint, the fact that we have ice caps means that we are in an ice age. But the ice age period of like cold temperatures and like ice continents, that was only 4,000 years ago.
Well,
mammoths were still running around when the pyramids were being made.
And that's what I think was it was talking about, was like the last time that there was a massive ice covering was. But here's the thing. Like, from a global warming perspective, is the Earth warmer or colder than it was when the dinosaurs were here? It's colder, right?
Probably a little bit colder.
Yeah, so we get a couple more degrees. Some more of the ice caps melt, and there's going to be dinosaurs just come out of the ice. They've been frozen. They're just chilling in there.
Oh, well, then we need to start boiling this.
What if all of a sudden the dinosaurs just start coming back? They just showed up,
dude.
And we were just like, where did they come from?
First off, I'd quit here and I'd go be a dinosaur wrangler.
Yeah,
that's what I would do.
Kind of like Godzilla. Where in the Godzilla movies they just start like coming up from like hollow earth.
Yeah.
What if they just came back?
That'd be so sick. That'd be so sick, Joe Abraham.
And everybody was like, they didn't come from a lab in Wuhan.
These are a bunch of Chinese dinosaurs.
It was just natural. It was natural.
I would love to see the conspiracy theories about dinosaurs.
A lizard and a dog got it on. It's natural.
They keep telling me they're birds. I ain't seen a bird that big. I'm all about it, dude. I can't wait for that kind of discourse. Anyway, do you want to call Heath Automotive?
Yeah, let's get to Heath.
I want to know Heath's opinions on dinosaurs.
You know, he works over there at Heath. They work on some dinosaurs in terms of vehicles. Work on all types of vehicles. Oh, man. Oh, so they're going to be closed this weekend, tomorrow and Sunday, I believe. I think that they're open today. I believe I saw that on their Facebook page. But we'll get the clarification from Steve. Chewy hasn't figured out that he's got to turn his microphone. The whole point of you being in the glass is so you can turn off the microphone and make that call.
Oh,
you leave your microphone on.
Oh, did I leave it on? My bad. Sorry.
Steve, good morning.
Good morning, Joe. Happy 4th.
Happy 4th of July. 3rd of July, but 4th weekend to you, my friend. So we were just talking about your hours this weekend. Your guys are going to be closed tomorrow and Sunday, correct?
Correct. Yeah. Regular hours today, back regular hours on Monday. Everybody gets a paid day off tomorrow.
Hey, good job by you. So if people have vehicle issues over the weekend or they blow a tire out or something like that, they can deliver it over there to Heath Automotive and drop the keys in the drop box, and you guys will get to it on Monday.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They can always, and if need be, they can leave a message on the answer machine, whatnot, but first thing we'll be doing Monday morning is following up with everybody.
Well, one of the things that comes to mind with, as hot as it's been here as of late is the air conditioning systems in vehicles. If it's not blowing cold air, one of the first things that people do, it must be the Freon. It just needs more Freon. Needs more Freon. And sometimes they'll go and they'll try and do those little things where they get the canister and they blow the Freon into it on their own. And hey, let me just see how much Freon I can blow into this thing. And that's not necessarily the way to handle air conditioning issues, is it?
No, and that can lead to a very expensive repair if basically you overfill your system and you do some damage. And now we're talking about perhaps having to change compressor. And when you change a compressor, you're going to have to change your receiver dryer, your accumulator, whatnot. So it gets into a pretty pricey repair. And the right way, if you're not getting good cold air out of your system, is it's critical on how much Freon, what the charge is on your system. If you're off by as little as 3 ounces, it can make it not perform properly. So you basically have to pull the system down, you drain the Freon out of it, measure what you get out, and then when you pull a vacuum on it, you're looking for any kind of a major leak. That'll show up when you pull the vacuum on the system, and you measure back in the correct amount of Freon and see if everything's going to perform properly. So that's the right way to do it. And you might a typical air conditioning service will run $130, $140, something like that. Pull one down and recharge it. You go and buy one of those $30, $40 cans or systems of doing it yourself, and you do about $800 to $1,000 worth of damage, that's not a good outcome.
One of the things that I have really appreciated here as of late is y'all's Facebook page. And if people don't follow Heath Automotive on Facebook, they can go to facebook.com/Heath Automotive Tire. And just this week, for example, you guys on July 1st, you posted a prepaid MasterCard that you guys have when people they can get up to $70 back on a set of Firestone tires when they get 4 Firestone tires. And then another rebate thing that you got going on is you can get an $80 back on a Bridgestone prepaid MasterCard. So obviously they can go over and they can find these things on the Facebook page or on the website as well. You guys have a beautiful website that's got all the rebates and things like that, manufacturer rebates. But on the Facebook page, there are things like tips and information about how to maintain your vehicle and what to watch out for. Talks about oil changes, different posts, and you're also posting these rebates over there as well. So I would encourage folks, if they haven't already followed Heath Automotive on Facebook, to do so.
Well, we always invite our customers. A lot of people spend a lot of time on the internet. Many times they'll use that as a source for trying to go ahead and get an idea about what tires will cost, what they may want to put on, what's available. We just like to remind customers that we handle every major brand of tires. And with most manufacturers, we are program volume distributors. So we have 6 different distributors a day delivering basically about any tire that's made to us. So 6 different deliveries every day.
Wow.
And so your availability, your selection is outstanding. A lot of people go, man, I just don't want to be hassled and confused with trying to figure out what's best. And we offer our experience, our training, our product knowledge to all of our customers to discuss with us, what you're looking for, what kind of tires, if it's a specific brand, if you don't have any idea as far as brands, what's important to you. Is it mileage? Is it quietness? Is it traction, which more and more people, thank goodness, are paying attention to stopping distance and traction, when they should be changing their tires and how to maintain their tires. And, Joe, that's what we're here for, to help people with that.
Well, where can folks find you if they need that help?
Well, we're at 501 First Avenue Southwest. That's 4 blocks off the square on the southwest side, right at the split. If you're coming off the hill there, we're immediately to the left when you get to the split in the road. You can give us a call at 967-3880. Our website is heathautomotivetire.com.
All right, brother. Have a tremendous 4th of July, safe holiday to you and your family and the rest of the crew over there at Heath.
Absolutely, Joe. Appreciate y'all. And happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day.
Yes, sir. Talk to you on Monday.
Take care.
That is Steve over at Heath Automotive. Man, they're where we take our vehicle. That's enough said. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Me and Chewy. And my parents. And everybody else I know.
And Tori. And my parents.
All right, back on the other side. Sammy D in studio for a What the Florida Friday. ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester.
Got a project to tackle or a party to plan? Skip the stress and rent it instead at Reliable Rental in Winchester. From tools and heavy-duty machines to chairs, tables, and event essentials, they've got what you need to get the job done right. Whether it's work or a weekend celebration, Reliable Rental makes it easy. Stop by 2433 Deckard Boulevard in Winchester or check out everything they offer online at reliablerentalfc.com. Reliable Rental. When you need it, they've got it.
This is Daryl from Columbus, previously from the Paul Feinbaum Show. I like your show. I've been watching you for years. I like you, but I don't like you. I don't know you like Tennessee or Alabama. I don't know which way you like, but I know you don't like the Auburn Tigers, man.
Willie, thank you. I'm a little bit confused by liking me and not liking me, but you laid out your case very well.
The Paul Feinbaum Show, weekdays at 3 Eastern on the ESPN app and on the SEC network.
From the 931 Go Weather Center, it's time for an ESPN Radio Winchester weather update, presented by Bennett's Pharmacy.
Got a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms headed your way this afternoon. Otherwise, mostly sunny with a high of 96 degrees. And our heat index value is up to 108 degrees today. Get out there, but stay safe while you stay tuned to ESPN Radio Winchester 1340 1069.
At Bennett's Pharmacy in Winchester, we're more than a pharmacy. We're your partner in health. Conveniently located at 1201 Dinah Shore Boulevard, we're here to serve you with fast, friendly, and personalized service. Need prescriptions filled? Looking for over-the-counter products? We've got you covered. Plus, enjoy local delivery and expert advice from our caring team. Call us today at 931-967-2777 or stop by Bennett's Pharmacy at 1201 Dinah Shore Boulevard today.
Joe had to mix up some more pre-workout, but he's ready to go another round. Back to the starting lineup. This is ESPN Radio Winchester.
All right, back here on the starting lineup, ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester. Joe Abraham and Chewy, joined by Sammy D this morning. Good morning, my friend.
Good morning, boys.
Oh, we could pull him down a little bit.
Yeah,
He was a little hot there.
Yeah, he was a little bit.
So what we did was we jacked up the volume on the microphones because a lot of people, when they sit, they don't lean into it and speak into it properly like you did. So it wasn't Sammy D's fault. He's actually doing it. He's doing it the right way. We'll pull him down. Hey,
must have been Ricky, last one to be on this mic.
Yeah. So the other thing we've got is I pulled out a special boom. I got Ricky a special boom so he can lean back and still be up on the mic. But before we get into, and I know you're in your civvies today. I don't think that shirt that isn't what the Florida Friday shirt is, like sheriff's office issued.
No, I'm off the clock today.
But that being said, if you've got a few moments to just maybe recommend some safety tips and all the things for people this weekend.
Yeah, so it's going to be a great weekend. We're going to be beefed up patrol and all that this weekend. And we want to encourage the community to have fun and celebrate this 250th. But also, we've talked about earlier this year, boating safety. There's going to be a lot of people out on the water, Joe. And folks have got to be careful. I heard you mention earlier about the BWIs. Boating while intoxicated is against the law.
Yeah.
And some people don't realize that. They're like, hey, I was on a boat. Well, obviously, you're piloting a craft under the influence.
Yeah.
That's illegal. Fireworks. There's going to be a lot of fireworks going off this weekend. And you got to be careful with those as well. So parents out there listening, make sure you're monitoring your children and making sure they're being safe. And we shouldn't have to say it, but adults, make sure you're being safe as well.
Yeah.
There's some really powerful fireworks out there, and we hope nobody has to go to the ER this year.
Yeah. Well, and inevitably, people will be. It'll be busy over there for sure. But just remind them to operate them safety. You mix explosives and alcohol together. Sometimes stupid things happen.
Yeah, for sure. And as always, not just during the holidays, but as always, if you're out and you're drinking, and you feel like you maybe have had too much to drink, call a friend. Do not drink and drive. And if it's absolute last resort, call us.
Yeah, it's a good point. You guys will make sure that they get home safely.
Absolutely.
One of the other things that popped up on my news feed earlier this week on my social media feed was it last year or the year before? Somebody popped off a few rounds into the air, and it came down and hit a man. And that's another thing. First and foremost, I guess, has there been any progress on that case? What's the latest update that you know of? A, and then B, on the other side of that, it sounds obvious. What goes up comes down. But maybe just talk about how dangerous, insanely dangerous that is.
Yeah, so that's a Winchester case. I know that they have. I know they located a second round, and that kind of helped them out with the directionality of where they believe the rounds were fired from. But you said it. I mean, it's common sense. You should not. There's the rules of firearm safety are very simple, right? And celebratory gunfire is so dangerous.
Yeah.
And there's absolutely no reason for it.
Yeah.
I know it's if you look at some of the other countries around the world, it's a really big thing when they celebrate that, everybody's got their guns out and they're shooting them up in the air, which makes no sense.
Yeah.
But is it if somebody was to do that, is there a small chance that it's going to hit somebody or hurt somebody? Yes. But right here in our own city, in our own county, we had a man lose his life because of it. And it's super dangerous, and there's really no reason for it. Absolutely no reason for it. And because of that gentleman losing his life, one of our representatives here, she actually passed legislation to strengthen the penalty.
Yeah.
If somebody does that.
Well, again, we just encourage people to be safe. Don't let a fun time, a good holiday, become, a story like that. Something that don't let it ruin a good time. Stupidity and silliness and alcohol and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think I said it the last time. This weekend, let's make memories, not headlines.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so shifting gears. Thank you, sir, for you can take your sheriff's department hat off now. Gentlemen, America is 250 years old. 250 years in the making. We spoke about it a little bit earlier. 250 years, and like the best thing we came up with was a hot dog eating contest. But no, tomorrow America celebrates 250 years, and it's pretty unbelievable. But it got me thinking, what if some of our founding fathers, what if George Washington himself or Benjamin Franklin walked into Franklin County tomorrow? I mean, the sights that they would see would probably blow their minds. Not just the cell phones and the internet and the air conditioning, bathing, just general things, Amazon, DoorDash. But I don't think that George Washington would be able to process the fact that people voluntarily sit and watch other folks dance on TikTok and do all the things. I don't know if this is what they expected when they were fighting the Revolutionary War.
I think there would be some astonishment initially, maybe even some excitement, but I think our founding fathers would go straight to disappointment.
Yeah. I mean, imagine trying to explain that to good old George. George, everybody's carrying around we carry around these little boxes in our pocket. And it's got every book that has ever been written on it. You got easier access to the Bible than ever. Oh, wow. So everybody probably knows the Bible really well. No, we don't read it.
Yeah. You can speak to a demonic digital entity, and it'll respond to you and feed you lies, and you can feel better about yourself.
You get every answer to any question you ever had literally right in your pocket. So people are probably really smart. No,
No. Not really.
dumber than ever. Dumb as rocks.
Our literacy rates are dropping.
We use this information to argue with one another.
It's ammunition for conflict.
I just, he's sitting there. He's like, wait, you guys like voluntarily let somebody violate your constitutional rights?
Exactly,
Like,
dude. He might be offended.
Oh, totally offended.
Yeah,
He's like,
but-
we worked this hard and you guys are doing this?
Yeah, but you should see this cat video.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, who made it? Don't ask so questions.
It's like,
we landed on the moon.
All right. All right.
It's debatable.
It's like you guys
It's
got
literally not.
But let me tell you about CERN.
See, now you're making fun of me.
Oh,
it's
man.
like you guys got all this technology and you're using it to make TikTok challenges.
Yeah. Well, with all this information and this knowledge, like this artificial intelligence that you got that you just carry around in your pocket with you, I bet you found solutions for things like world hunger and poverty.
No.
Technically, but we never put it into place.
Well,
not quite, George.
Yeah. Oh, man. I saw an article, though, today that was on Yahoo, actually, which got me thinking about this whole thing. And the article specifically talked about how life was from a health standpoint back then. They didn't understand what germs were. There was no concept of germs. And like it talked about how they would deal with things like lice, and there was no bathing. Bathing, you'd go in the river or in the lake or whatever and wash yourself off. It was meant to more like invigorate you. It's like taking a cup of coffee or something like that. But bathing to them was just changing clothes. So they would just now just imagine, okay? Imagine what we're dealing with on a heat level right now.
I'm not playing this game.
For the next, roll around in the same outfit for the entire weekend. And then come Monday, don't take a shower. Just like change, not even your underwear. Just change like your shirt.
Yeah, just change your shirt.
Just change your shirt. That was their level of bathing. And like all the, it talked, this article was gross. It talked about all the skin problems that they'd had, the slow healing wounds and yeah. So I also learned that little children, 1 in 3 colonial children died before the age of 2.
Oh, there's an interesting thing about this.
Yeah.
So did you know for all of prehistory, 50% of the humans who lived died before they were 30 years old until the mid-1800s, about 1845.
Really?
Where after about 10,000 years of human civilization, that got bumped up to 35. Now, because of the advancements of science and medicine, it's now at 65.
Oh,
So
wow.
we only gained 5 years in a matter of 10,000, but then a couple decades within a few, I guess a few decades.
Well, there's also so many more like people, the explosion
There's
of the
that too.
population.
There's that too.
But that's really interesting.
So it's, to your credit, I think that's kind of like I think that's interesting.
Sammy D and I are like old men. You've already outlived your expectation.
Dude, yeah. I mean, like the fact that I'm here is almost an anomaly. Like, like there's gonna be like dudes from the simulation coming to get me, being like, "You're out of place."
So I have a problem, and Chewy, you'll know what I'm talking about. I have a problem with my mustache. Like, I don't like when my mustache smells funny. I can't imagine. Like, if I drink milk and it gets in my mustache, I'm like, oh man, I got to take a shower.
Yeah.
But can you imagine just the general smell of people? I can't. And then too, you had like horses walking around in the streets, just dookie everywhere. I mean,
No indoor plumbing.
No plumbing whatsoever.
But would you get used to it? You know what I mean? Wouldn't
Maybe.
you eventually kind of go no? Because like if it always smells like that, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yep, you just go nose blind to it.
Yeah.
Now, so Sammy D, back in the day, he would still be employed. Like he would be like, what do they call him back then?
constable.
Like a constable or yeah. What the heck would Chewy and I be doing? We'd be standing out on a street corner on like a box, soapbox.
Town criers.
Yeah.
That's what I was
Oh
gonna
my
say.
God, that's exactly. We would be homeless criers.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Fighting in the Revolutionary War with signs and stuff.
That's what I was thinking about that today. I was like, we have no
practical skills.
You know, the thing that just keeps coming in my head here. Do you know what George Washington would be pumped about? The military.
Oh, yeah.
and
George
all the
anybody.
firearms and weapons evolution.
If you could take him to one military base, and he'd be like, "This is the best." I was like, "We succeeded. Like we won."
He's like, "It was worth it."
Yeah, it was worth it.
You remember that cannon that you guys were firing? We put it on like wheels. Oh, it moves on its own. It drives.
Oh, you know that cannon you guys had? We put 60 of them on this giant steel boat for fun. We've got one that just flies around by itself.
Now we shoot freaking lasers at people.
Oh my God.
They do shoot lasers.
All right. Apparently we got to hit a break here.
Yeah, there you go.
I missed the clock. All right, we'll be back on the other side. It is a What the Florida Friday, 4th of July edition. We're going to do a throwback this morning, Sammy D. I've got 3 real and 3 fake headlines.
Oh, no.
From Florida, 4th of July edition. It is the starting lineup. Celebrating 250 years of America's greatness and glizzy gobbling competition. ESPN Radio 1340, 1069, WCDT Winchester.
The 4th of July is about more than fireworks. It's about taking pride in the country we call home and the people who help keep it strong. The workers, the makers, the problem solvers, the ones who show up, figure it out, and get the job done. As America celebrates 250 years, Powers Machine hopes your holiday is full of gratitude, pride, and time well spent with the people who matter most. Happy 4th of July from Powers Machine.
It's time for a local news break from the 931 Go News Center.
Franklin County Solid Waste Management is reminding residents of adjusted holiday hours for the Independence Day weekend. The Solid Waste Management Office, the MRF Recycling Center at 419 Joyce Lane, and all county convenience centers will be closed on Saturday, July 4th in observance of Independence Day. Convenience centers will operate under their normal schedule on Friday, July 3rd, while the convenience center portion of the Joyce Lane facility will be open from 8 a.m. until 4:20 p.m. The administrative offices at the Joyce Lane location will be closed on Friday, July 3rd. Meanwhile, Franklin County 4-H is encouraging local students to take advantage of 2 upcoming opportunities to develop leadership and life skills. The organization is currently forming a Grill Master Challenge team and is seeking 4 high school students in grades 9 through 12 to compete. Team members will each prepare one of 4 meat categories: beef, lamb, poultry, or pork, and will be judged on grilling technique, taste, presentation, and food safety. The competition is scheduled for September 10th, and interested students should contact Hunter Isbell as soon as possible. Franklin County 4-H is also recruiting participants for its Consumer Decision-Making Contest, which is open to students in grades 4 through 12. The contest teaches youth to evaluate products, compare options, make informed consumer decisions, and defend those decisions through oral presentations while working as part of a team. The regional competition is scheduled for Monday, August 17th. Practice dates and times will be determined based on participant availability, and there is no cost to participate. Space is limited, and families interested in either program are encouraged to contact Hunter Isbell through the Franklin County UT Extension Office for additional information. For details on these stories and more, visit 931go.com. Stay informed and stay connected to your community with ESPN Radio Winchester.
When it comes to caring for your loved ones, choose a name you can trust. Inhabit Home Health in Winchester, located at 2068 Cowan Highway. We're here to provide compassionate professional care right in the comfort of your own home. From skilled nursing to therapy services, our team is dedicated to helping you or your loved ones achieve the best quality of life. Call Inhabit Home Health today at 931-967-0633 to learn more about our personalized care plans.
This segment of the starting lineup is brought to you by the Furniture Merchandise Outlet in Tullahoma. Tune into the starting lineup with the FMO Facebook feed every weekday. Now, back to Joe and Chewy.
Back here on the starting lineup, ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester, where in the break I just discovered, thanks to the help of my two friends, that pandas apparently, I don't think that they're real.
No way.
Not that they're not real, but that they are not natural.
No, not at all.
I didn't realize that they were just found like more recently within the last 125 years or so, and on top of that, they pretty much don't make sense at all.
Yeah,
I'm in shock and disbelief right now.
Makes a little too much sense.
Does.
Go watch one of those like conspiracy breakdowns, and then all of the pieces you're like, oh no.
Yeah, pandas, the original psyop.
Think about it. Why are the Chinese like they're so protective of them? You know what I mean? Like they loan them to zoos. They're a cultural ambassador. They labor over keeping these things alive.
Yeah. Well, what does that say too about like all the like the WWF? Isn't their logo the panda?
Yeah.
Maybe there's something to that. I mean, do these people know? They know something we don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's literally a species that without human intervention
wouldn't exist.
And not even because of human like territory encroaching in on them.
Yeah,
they just suck.
Not like we're, taking their land and they're going extinct because of that. No, they simply won't procreate.
Yeah.
They don't have the...
So to anybody who is currently looking at their radio and or the FMO Facebook feed, like, what the heck are these guys talking about? To their point, and they have already, in a matter of a commercial break, outlined multiple, like, evolution. You know how there's the argument about the from an evolution standpoint that the strongest will survive and all that? Does not apparently apply to pandas. So there's no... It does not make sense for them to exist. They're like the dodo bird. They should have gone extinct.
Yeah.
But somehow, some way, some why, they exist. And I'm telling you, it took me less than 3 minutes for me to become a believer. I'm convinced.
You know who would also be skeptical of the pandas?
Yeah?
George Washington.
Yeah, he would. I looked it up. I started I literally typed in the panda bears fake, and you should see the amount of information that comes up. They were not even believed to be real. They were believed to be like a unicorn, like a fairy tale creature, up until 100 years ago.
Yeah, and not depicted in history.
Yeah,
the way we've, whether it be drawings or books or even paintings in caves.
Yeah,
nothing about the panda.
There was no legend of Poe being the, what is he, the ultimate warrior?
The Dragon Doji.
Dragon warrior. All right, gentlemen. You would think, we talked about this over and over and over again, you would think that the wildest thing going on in America on the 4th of July would be the glizzy gobbling competition. I
hate it when you call it that, by the way.
Do yourself a favor and don't look up hot dog eating contest. The pictures that immediately come up of Joey Chestnut with his eyes closed, just shoveling
meat rockets in his mouth. I mean, it's foul. Because he looks like he's in pain the whole time too.
Oh, he looks like he's forcing down.
He's like
the vomit.
Like every picture looks like a train car accident.
Can you make sure to clip that photo from the stream, Joe?
Yeah, we'll do that. I can smell him. I can, and two, like again, we've talked about the meat sweats. I am getting secondhand meat sweats from looking at these photos.
Ugh.
Yeah, just absolutely disgusting. So you would think that would be the wildest and craziest thing that you would come across. However, the Florida man still takes the cake. Chewy, let's pause for production.
Florida man gone wild.
Florida man caught bringing his iguana.
Florida man caught stealing.
Florida man caught bringing his gator.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points and may God have mercy on your soul.
It's time for What the Florida Friday.
You know, we didn't play Sammy D's intro today, which is fairly disappointing considering it's the most American thing on our playlist. Let's play that too.
When chaos looms and justice hangs by a thread,
America.
there's only one man to call.
Yo.
Sam Davidson.
I thought you were going to hit the song.
I was like, this is it. He's doing it.
Yep, I'm doing it.
I was like, and that's the day we were thrown off the air.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
It's a good song. It's, you know what? You're right. This is in theme.
Okay, so we've got 6 headlines here. This is throwback style.
Yeah, this
FYI.
is
We're doing 6 headlines. 3 of them are real. 3 of them are fake. I'm pretty sure, I read through all these, and I'm hoping that they are all new headlines. Things that we have not done before.
Okay.
You're hoping that we have been out of the game long enough that you're going to trick us, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Game on, Chewy. Let's get him.
All right. I hope so.
These are tough.
Are they?
Yeah, they're tough because they pretty much all include blowing stuff up and Florida Man. So you just got to pick, which is a more believable explosion, I guess. Number 1, Florida man arrested after launching fireworks from the back of a jet ski while chasing his friends.
Easy.
Yeah.
Number 2, Florida, which number 1 sounds
awesome.
Yeah.
Like a hella good time.
Yeah.
But
I immediately thought of like Eastbound and Down.
But per our conversation earlier,
don't do that.
Sammy D, do not do that.
Which is not recommended by anybody on this show.
No, law enforcement and nor the ESPN Radio Winchester does not endorse, even as fun as it sounds. Number 2, Florida man pretends to be a firework at 2 a.m. to get revenge on neighbors who kept shooting fireworks. So if this is not true, it may be true. Chewy and I think that this is the revenge tactic for our friend up the street.
Oh, yeah, dude. I'm going to be out there next to his window.
Just all night long. Oh, man. Number 3, Florida man seriously injured after holding a mortar firework in his hand, waiting for it to explode.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Back it up, Terry!
I love that video.
Number 4, Florida man calls 911 because bald eagle stole his hot dog before family barbecue. It actually says hot dogs before family barbecue.
So grabbed a few.
Yeah. Or maybe just grab the whole pack. I don't know. Didn't get enough buns, though. Number 5, Florida man arrested after trying to use fireworks to remove a spider from his porch and accidentally setting part of his house on fire.
Hey, that sounds reasonable.
And number 6, this might be my favorite. Florida man attempts to grill burgers using a flamethrower. Accidentally melts his swimming pool.
That's awesome.
All right. I think I'm dialed in.
You
on
locked
this one,
in?
boys. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not confident, though. Those ones were pretty
tough, right?
Yeah, they didn't have the hallmarks,
Yeah,
Right.
they didn't have the AI hallmarks.
Well, there was
except for the last one.
They're getting AI is getting better.
Yeah.
I mean, it's developing, right? The other thing that was shocking to me is generally in these there's no drugs. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting because usually when we talk Florida Man headline, we're talking about obviously there's Florida Man. There is some level of hijinks, and there's some level of drugs,
Some sort of substance abuse.
Yeah,
Mhm.
intoxication of some kind. So
good on them.
Number 1, Florida man arrested for launching fireworks from the back of a jet ski while chasing his friends. True or false?
Absolutely true.
If this isn't true, I'm going to be upset.
This happens every Wednesday.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't.
This is a regular event, right?
Yeah.
So this one is actually fake.
What?
It may be real, but it did not. This was a chat created one.
No.
No way.
Yep.
Dang.
Sorry to disappoint, my friends.
Oh, this is going to be a bad one.
Yeah,
we're smoked.
Number 2, Florida man pretends to be a firework at 2 a.m. to get revenge on neighbors who kept shooting fireworks.
Well, see, now I think that one's true because I put false on that one.
I also have that one as false.
That one's true.
Oh, my God, dude. What? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Number 3, Florida man seriously injured after holding a mortar firework in his hand waiting for it to explode.
True.
I mean, how stupid can somebody be?
I said true.
It is true.
Yeah.
To me, the only thing that would be a key indicator of it being maybe fake is literally how dumb could an actual human be. But, you know.
There's no way to answer that question.
Sammy D comes and shows up on our show every week. So Chewy keeps showing up and doing it with me. Oh, man. Number 4. Florida man calls 911 because bald eagle, America, stole his hot dogs before the family barbecue.
So I'm going to go false on this one. I just can't, I think it's beneath the bald eagle to swoop down and take hot dogs. I could understand it if the bald eagle grabbed a steak or something, but he's not wasting his time with hot dogs.
Some smoked salmon, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I put false as well because I didn't think there were that many bald eagles in Florida.
I think that they're down there. It is false.
Yeah.
Be patient. Give it a week. Florida man, number 5. Florida man arrested after trying to use a fireworks to remove a spider from his porch. He accidentally set part of his house on fire.
I said true.
I'm going to go false on that one.
This one sounds like something that I would definitely do. I hate spiders. It's true.
Dang.
According to Fox 35 Orlando. Which means that number 6
has to be false.
Florida man attempts to grill burgers using a flamethrower and accidentally melts his swimming pool is false. Again, kind of surprised, kind of disappointed in Florida man for not doing this, attempting this yet.
I know of a Tennessee man that's cooked some burgers with a flamethrower before.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Was his name Sammy D?
Who's asking?
Oh, man. All right.
So, Chewy got the victory there.
Did he? How many did you get right?
I got 2 right.
Yep.
Hey, look at you.
Yeah. Well, cool.
Always surprises me when you win.
Me too.
All right. We'll be back on the other side to wrap it up. A lot of talk of glizzies today on the starting lineup.
Stop saying that.
It is ESPN Radio, 1340 1069, WCDT Winchester. You're listening to the starting lineup. For people who don't know what CERN is.
That would be Chewy's. If he could vacation somewhere, I think that'd be a spot he'd go.
I would kill to go to CERN.
I was about to say, I'm so disappointed.
Guided tours right here.
They do?
Guided tours.
No way.
Oh, so it's the thing from
25
Spider-Man.
Kind of. Yeah.
But in real life, and probably doesn't lead us to other dimensions of more Spider-Man.
That part of it.
It opens up the avenues for the conversation of parallel universes and how particles interact and the speed of light.
So it's the ultimate nerd machine.
Art to inspire and share with the community. Come in, explore, and discover art that's ready to go home with you today. Whether you're redecorating, collecting, or just need something that sparks joy, this is your place. We're open Tuesday through Saturday. Find us on Instagram and Facebook. Visit abrahamgallery.com or stop by at 106 North High Street. You never know what you'll fall in love with.
Hey Rebel Nation, Dr. Orr and the caring team at Winchester Family Dentistry are proud to back every Franklin County athlete this season. From first grade flossers to varsity veterans, we believe healthy smiles build confident champions. Whether you need a routine cleaning, a last-minute sports card, or a full smile makeover, we've got you covered right here in Winchester. Call 931-967-4143 or visit WinchesterFamilyDentistryTN.com to schedule. Winchester Family Dentistry, keeping Franklin County smiling one game at a time.
Looking for a reliable car at an affordable price? Stop by Money Down Motors here in Deckard. We specialize in quality pre-owned vehicles with low down payments and flexible financing options. No matter your credit history, drive away today with a car you'll love and a payment plan that works for you. Visit us at 1945 Deckard Boulevard or call 931-962-3404 for more info. At Money Down Motors LLC, your ride is waiting.
Looking to make a difference in Franklin County? The Franklin County Prevention Coalition works every day to build a safer, healthier community, free from substance misuse. Through education, outreach, and strong local partnerships, they empower parents, schools, and leaders to prevent addiction and support positive choices. From youth programs to community events, the coalition is here for you. Learn more or get involved today at fcpctn.org. Together, we prevent.
This project is funded under a grant contract with the State of Tennessee Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services.
For over 75 years, one thing has never changed in Winchester, Tennessee. Hall Furniture has been there through it all. 3 generations, decades of trust, and the commitment to quality, value, and service that still comes first today. As we celebrate over 75 years in business, we want to say thank you to our loyal customers, our community, and to everyone who has made Hall Furniture a Winchester tradition. Hall Furniture, here's to another 75 years of helping you make a house feel like home.
Take the starting lineup with you wherever you go. Download the WCDT smartphone app in your Google Play and Apple App Store. Now, back to the guys.
Back here on the starting lineup, ESPN Radio 1340, 1069, WCDT Winchester. Joe Abraham and Chewy along with Sammy D. We've learned a lot this morning. We learned that 2 hot dogs is okay. 3, you got to do some self-reflection. You're pushing it. 4 is too many. Anything above 4, too many.
What's the time frame on that?
Over the course, we also learned that Chewy's a champion, by the way. If you're watching the FMO Facebook feed, he's got the belt. I would say 2 on, like, your first plate.
Okay.
Going back for a 3rd. And then the 4th is, like, within probably like an hour and a half or so. Like, they're still sitting out. They're still just chilling.
Yeah, I see.
It's a walk of shame.
Yeah. Now, if you went back later, like that night, and grabbed a 4th,
you're okay.
You're okay.
Yeah.
You're okay. We also learned that pandas are fake. They do not actually, they're not a real thing. They were invented by either
the Chinese government.
Yeah. Like original PSYOP or bamboo control, something like that.
Yeah, that's the theory that a lot of people go with, is that they were actually bred to consume bamboo.
Which is like, why wouldn't you use like a goat?
Do goats eat bamboo? Goats are so stupid.
But that's what I'm saying. You could breed a goat to eat anything. They eat glue. You know?
But do they eat glizzies?
Can you milk me?
Or like, you know, like a pig or something, you know?
Yeah.
Just, I don't know. It just seems obvious. Why a bear?
I don't know. And why such a clumsy bear?
And why did you pick the worst bear? Like, objectively the worst bear.
Like you can go into these YouTube rabbit holes of just watching the videos of them falling over.
Yeah.
And they're so darn cute. Like
That's the only reason they keep them around.
I mean, honestly, like they're sitting there and then all of a sudden they just fall over for no reason. And it's both hilarious and cute.
Yet, we think that if you dropped 4 turtles into a sewer alongside a rat, that you'd get ninja fighting super turtles.
I mean, have you done that before?
I've tried.
Listen, don't you make me question my childhood.
They tried to breed them on purpose, and that's what they came up with. We think that the turtles came out of the sewer by accident. I don't know
what you got when you did it on purpose.
Sammy D has told us that sometimes real life is weirder than fiction.
Yeah,
it's always weirder than fiction.
We also learned that in some ways, Florida Man is not disappointing. In other ways, he is. I think my favorite out of all of these is the Florida Man pretending to be a firework at 2 a.m.
That's so funny.
I think I may do that just to my neighbor.
Yeah. We've got one who they push the limit. They start way too early. They're blowing up M80s in like April, and then they push it. They go beyond the required amount of like allotment. And what's really drives me nuts is, okay, you want to do it at 9 o'clock at night, 9:30, even right up to 10, okay. But when you start doing it at 9 or at 11:30, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, that's where I walk across the street and start pretending to be a firework.
Well, now we know we have our game plan for whenever it happens again this year.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do it because my neighbor's like been shooting fireworks and it's been disturbing me. I'm just gonna do it because it sounds fun. Just go right outside their bedroom.
Florida Man mentality.
That's right.
Oh man, what kind of plans you got this weekend?
Let's see. We've got a party to go to tomorrow. It's a big 4th of July party.
Yeah.
Kind of an all-day event. I'll be cooking and doing things for that, and that'll take up most of the 4th. I may start cooking tonight, actually.
Yeah, there you go.
Be out smoking some things for the barbecue.
Chewy, you got any plans? You gonna be sweating your butt off somewhere?
I'm going to stay in the air conditioning inside for as long as I can.
Okay. I'm going to need your help tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. I know.
All right. Well, we'll wrap it up with this. Sammy D, in the historical words of George Washington circa 1776.
Yep. Stay strapped or get clapped.
It is the starting lineup. This is ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester.
Summer is here, and it's the perfect time to refresh your home with hot deals from Furniture Merchandise Outlet in Tullahoma. Whether you're upgrading your living room, bedroom, dining room, or finding the perfect mattress, FMO has stylish furniture at prices your wallet will love. Visit Furniture Merchandise Outlet today at 105 North Jackson Street in Tullahoma, or shop anytime at FMOTN.com. Make your house feel like summer all year long with FMO.
This is ESPN Radio Winchester, where Franklin County comes to life. From local news and athletics to everything in between, we're proud to bring you the stories that matter right here at home. And it's all made possible by local businesses connecting with real people in our community every single day. When you support them, you support our local coverage. Over 75 years of Franklin County heritage. Want your business to be a part of it? Contact WCDT today. ESPN Radio Winchester. Franklin County plays here.
It's time for a community calendar update presented by Minuteman Press in Tullahoma.
Here's a look at what's coming up around Franklin County this week. Celebrate Independence Day with several events across the county. On Friday, July 3rd, the City of Deckard's 4th of July celebration begins at 6 p.m. at Babe Ruth Park with food, music, family activities, and fireworks after dark. On Saturday, July 4th, VFW Post 1893 in Essel Springs will host its annual 4th of July celebration featuring food, live music, family fun, and patriotic festivities at 6200 AEDC Road. Bring your lawn chairs and enjoy an evening celebrating America's birthday. Also on July 4th, the City of Winchester will present Lighting the Legacy Tennessee 250, a community fireworks celebration beginning at 9 p.m. at Winchester City Park. Families are invited to enjoy an evening of fireworks celebrating freedom and Tennessee's 250th anniversary. Car enthusiasts can also head to 570 Timms Ford Drive in Winchester for the Classic Car Cruise-In on July 4th. The family-friendly event features food trucks, music, classic vehicles, and an auto display beginning at 9 a.m. All makes and models are welcome, and there is no entry fee. For pre-registration, contact Kaylee Robinson at 931-418-0215. In a small area like Franklin County, staying connected matters. So stay connected with 931-GO and ESPN Radio Winchester.
Do you need high-quality printing services that help your business stand out? Minuteman Press in Tullahoma has you covered. Whether you need business cards, flyers, banners, signs, or custom apparel, we do it all. We specialize in posters, brochures, window graphics, books, and promotional products to make your brand shine. Plus, we offer a free local delivery.
We are Franklin County, WCDT 1340 AM, W295 AV, 1069 FM.
From the worldwide headquarters of ESPN in Bristol, Connecticut, this is ESPN Radio.
LeBron's 8 years in Los Angeles equaled, frankly, a disappointment. One championship, one Western Conference Finals, multiple coaches, lots of personnel disasters.
We've been here for a lot of eras. There was the Kobe Bryant era.
That's right.
There was the LeBron James era, and now this is the Luka Doncic era. And I think we are fully in it now, and I think that's how they have to build this.
The Los Angeles Lakers get to say, oh, man, we really wanted you, man. That would have been cool if you stayed here. And they are breathing a sigh of relief because they can move on to the Luka Doncic era.
The rest of the NBA world moves on in free agency, but we all wait for LeBron James to make his decision. Where will he play next? It is ESPN Radio, the ESPN app, Sirius XM, Channel 80. Mark Zeno, Andre Snelling's with you. What up, Dre?
What up, dog?
No matter where you are, you can always listen to ESPN Radio and the ESPN app, Sirius XM, Channel 80.
We're not parsing words, hiding from the headlines,
Extra, extra, read all about it.
or saving the best for later. I can't wait. It's time for The Lead.
Talk about burying the lead.
On ESPN Radio.
Lead is brought to you by Progressive. Round out your protection with life, phone, and pet health insurance. Okay, normally I like to, have a little good morning, see how you're doing. I had to get right into the Lead today because when I saw that the Philadelphia 76ers were among the teams expressing interest in LeBron James, oh boy, that's when I started to sweat a little bit as a Knicks fan. I got a little hot around the collar, Dre. Look, the Lakers have moved on, as you heard in the intro. They're their own set of problems, but manifestly, the NBA world is going to wait to see where LeBron James decides to continue his playing future. And I think the reality is that a lot of us assumed he was staying out west. A lot of us assumed it was going to be Golden State. A lot of us assumed it would be, the familiarity. If it came to the East, it would be with Miami or Cleveland. But, you put him in a scenario now where you've added to an already really talented roster. And look, we talked about this yesterday when, the Sixers got Jaylen Brown. And I remember before the Knicks played the Sixers, and I started looking down that roster. And I remember when they had beaten the Celtics, I was so shocked. I was like, how did that happen? Like, how did they really pull this off? Was Boston that bad? I mean, Boston, lived and died by the three, way too many games in that series and couldn't make them. But you start going down that 76ers roster from last year, and I'm like, it's pretty good. It's better than I thought it was. And now you throw Jason Tatum in the mix. And now you possibly add in LeBron James somehow with not Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown, Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, LeBron James. Like, we are starting to talk about some serious punching power from the 76ers if this happens.
Yeah, I mean, and it fits with what LeBron's message was through his agent coming into the week, right? The story was when he didn't immediately sign with Golden State or Cleveland or Miami, the message that was put out publicly by Shams and Wendy was that LeBron told his representation go out into the NBA and find which of the other 29 teams would be interested in having me come. And Wendy in particular stated that LeBron was not concerned with money, that he could potentially sign for as low as the vet minimum. But what he wanted to see was a team making moves to get into the championship picture. And as yet, none of the three kind of core expected LeBron teams have made moves on that level, but the 76ers have. And so with them making the move to bring in Jaylen Brown, all of a sudden the argument could be made, hey, this is a team that is already positioning itself to be a major challenger in the East. And if you just sprinkle and stir a little King James on top to get in where he fits in, this